Good evening, everybody. My name is Guy. My call sign is Whiskey 5 Charlie Mike Kilo. I am located just outside of Kilgore, Texas, and we're about to enter the finest hour of amateur radio for the entire week, the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. On Wednesday nights, we gather here to discuss, and share ideas about working on these old glow-in-the-dark radios and some hybrids, too. Probably one of these days, some of the early solid-state rigs will actually be included in part of that. If you've got one, that's fine, dog. We're not going to turn anybody away. This is a directed net, so please channel all your questions, concerns, and comments through the net control at the time, which I am one of them. And we got Lynn and Rusty and Jay, and anybody else who wants to join in is more than welcome. I got a list of folks here. Did I forget anything in the preamble, guys?
Works for me.
All right, here we go. RZN, John, you were the first one I heard earlier, so come on in here. All right, well, we'll come back to him. Hey, Matt, go ahead with your 1000 KK5DR.
Oh, man, you caught me all the way across the room.
No naps this late in the day.
Well, I was mixing me up a cocktail there, and you caught me off guard. Anyway, good evening, everybody. This is KK5DR on my Fox Tango 1000 Delta Yaesu, 1991 vintage. Still working good. 259 watts of power out, so working good as a barefoot, my designated barefoot radio. The 102 I was on earlier this evening became unreliable. We had some relay issues, which is well known with those. Probably going to have to put it on the bench when I get space on the bench. Right now I got an amplifier laying upside down on a bench. Anyway, hope everybody's dealing with the situation out there about as good as they can, and do what you got to do, man. Yeah, but try to stay sane, try to stay safe out there. Good to hear everybody on here on the net. KK5DR, Fat Chicken Ranch, Page, Texas.
All righty there, Matt. Sounding good, yeah. My problem is I've spent quite a bit of money ordering stuff online, and it's just too deadgum easy to do, so I got to quarantine myself from the computer, over.
Yeah, stay off Amazon. You could just spend all day long just shopping on there and, stuff showing up on your porch.
Not so much Amazon as Brownells and Midway USA, right?
Yeah, and going, damn it, they're out of stock on everything. What the hell is going on here?
Yeah, just don't click on the back order okay.
No. 223, I saw this weeks and weeks ago. I went on Midway, and pretty much everything in 223 was out of stock.
Yeah, well, I've been putting 22 rimfire up since George. Clinton was president, so anyway.
All right, catch you later.
All right, good deal, Jay. WB5TXW, Mr. George, that coined the phrase of the finest hour of amateur radio for the week. Come on in here, young man.
Hello, Guy, and all around the net. I am privileged to be here for the finest hour of amateur radio for the week. I'm on the S-Line 32, S175, S330, L1. Not running a whole lot of power, maybe 600. Power supply, the speaker, the antenna, the for sure 444. So everything is good. The only excessive compulsive behavior I've been exercising through this process is getting out every day like I always do for a walk. Over.
Roger that. Actually, I find myself eating more healthy than I was before. No joint jaunts out to the Mexican food joint or anything like that. I have some fruit for lunch and stuff like that. So it might be a good thing for this old fat boy.
Well, I'm eating less. I know I'm losing weight. I get out and walk for an hour every day, when weather permitting, of course. I don't know. I think it's something instinctual to try to make one meal last into two if you can. Over.
Yeah, we're kind of getting a taste of what our parents may or may not have gone through during the Great Depression and W.W. Dose, right?
Oh, yes. I grew up listening to stories of the Depression up and down the Hudson River Valley and the WOA, World War II, and rationing and the whole bit. So this isn't the first time this country has seen this stuff, so nobody should seem too stuck. They're not rationing a thing. It's just the excessive compulsive behavior of people with their toilet paper need. Okay, Guy, anyway, you're sounding good. Everybody's sounding good. Thank you for calling on me, and I'll be here listening. WB5TXW.
Well, I couldn't keep off the doubling part there, but anyway, good deal, George. All right, anyway, I am running my Drake Twins tonight, listening on an R4B, transmitting on a T4XB, and using a Henry amplifier on the low tap with a Shure 444 microphone. I hope it's tolerable to everybody. I know a Drake is a Drake is a Drake, but when times get hard, you can get through with a Drake. All right, I believe I heard a W5DK. Come on in.
All right. Hello, Guy, everybody. This is Don, Delta Oscar November, Whiskey 5 Delta Kilo. So with the Drake is a Drake is a Drake. I got the TR4. And Guy, I'm looking at a pair of V-twins that I need to make sure is working and check in next time or the next time or whatever. And so I'm using this TR4 D104 microphone through an L4 amp, and everybody sounds good. This quarantine deal is rough. I had to go all the way to Port O'Connor and get some fish and fried it up, so working on my meal right now as I'm listening to the net. Everybody have a good evening. Back to you, Guy. W5DK.
All righty, yeah, the TR4 sounding like a Drake. Sounding good up here. Let's go back and see if RZN, are you back? All right, we'll leave him on the maybe list. I think I might have heard Terry out in Banks, Texas, W5TLJ. Did I hear you, Terry? Well, apparently not. Hey, Nicky Weed George, KF5CDG, what's happening down there on the Gulf Coast? Well, if he's coming back, I'm not hearing him, so we'll come back maybe. All right, Dan, I'm going to make you my last pickup here on this go-round, so KAWOZ, come on in with your popcorn.
Yeah, good evening, Guy. Thanks for letting us in. This is Dan, KWOZ, beautiful downtown Houston, Texas. See the buildings from my windows and see all kinds of stuff going on. Anyway, we're just running a Kenwood 830 that I resurrected from Sammy's pile, and driving a homebrew 4400A, donkey stomper as Matt calls it, and got a MC50 50 microphone hooked to it, and the antenna is a 2-band bazooka up there about 42, 44 feet, something like that. Anyway, real quick story here. I bought this Collins 30L1 from Steve, HNI, at the Rosenberg Hamfest. It was a nice shape, and he told me that there's a problem on 40 meters, so I'd used it a time or two on 80, and 40, sure enough, it was squirrely. Even on 80, it was kind of squirrely for tuning, and it was not repeatable, so I just said I'm going to fix it. Well, first thing, I took covers off, took it out of its cabinet and stuff, and found out there's one of the 811As is, you won't believe how crooked this thing is, the guts. It's offset by about 15 degrees and bent every which way in there, but it works. Anyway, I took that tube out, replaced with another one, no difference. And I messed around. I checked everything imaginable. I readjusted the 40-meter tuned input coil. I checked all the blocking and coupling capacitors, checked the band switch, cleaned the band switch, and it still would act squirrely. And I did the old trick of putting a 2700 ohm resistor between the plate caps and ground, and then bypassing the relay and putting your MFJ to the output there, with no power, of course, just to check the function of the tank circuit. And it would not dip on any band on any frequency. So I thought, man, this is a big problem. Anyway, what I found out was the end bearings on both the tune and load capacitors, the grease had dried out and turned into an insulator, so it was very intermittent. And I cleaned those with everything known to mankind, and boy, that amplifier works like a hose. I redid all the tuned input coils, and it works just like brand new. Puts out about 800 watts. So, anyway, I'm not using that tonight, but if somebody's got a 30L1, it's giving them a problem, take a look at that. It's not a common problem, but it's going to be. KWOZ, back to Nick.
That's good information, Dan. That's something that I would not have ever thought of. But, yeah, with the drying of that lubricant in there, it would just provide its own insulation. So that's a good deal.
Yeah, it's, the Kenwood 820s, 520s, 830s, 530s, the VFO end bearings all do the exact same thing. So if your frequency is jumping around, no question that you need to clean that with WD-40 or some good contact cleaner.
$5.99 also.
Put that in their list of stuff to think about.
Yeah. Okay, that's it.
All right, good deal, Dan. Hey, Lynn, you want to give it a whirl? K5LYN, this is W5CMK and the Boat Anchors.
Yeah, I think so, Guy. How's my frequency? What do you make of it? K5LYN.
Sound good to me.
All right. We'll take a shot at it then. Good evening, folks. This is K5LYN. My name's Lynn. I'm in Austin. And I'm listening to you guys on a Drake 2B, and I'm talking on a cheap and easy SSB, which is a homebrew transmitter from QST 1956, built by KG7TR, and it is a real beauty. All right, I'm going to talk to CXG, JGX, TS, and KL7CD if they're all still out there. And that'll give the other two guys some idea about who they might want to talk to. How about KA5CXG? Bobby there, K5LYN.
Yes, sir. I'm right here at KA5CXG on the 820 and old electro voice mic. And hearing everybody, the band is starting to change a little bit. Getting a little long here, but we'll hang in there as long as we can. Getting a lot of rain static out here. Other than that, that's about what we've been doing. Worked on this mic yesterday and got it. And we've just been doing like everybody else, staying close to home and shopping when they let the old folks in and all that kind of stuff. And we're going to hang in there. I hope everybody has a good week, and we'll see who we hear next week. K560.
All right, Bobby, I do notice it's getting noisier, so maybe things are beginning to happen out there. Good to hear you tonight. Okay, I said I was going to call Hugo. JGX, Hugo, you still over there somewhere? All right, Hugo comes in early often and doesn't stick around. KE5Q, how about it, Jim?
Right here, K5LYN, and that's KE5Q, Plano. Good evening to everybody, and copying everybody real good. I'm on the KWM2, driving the 30L1 tonight. Sure 444, and that's going into the double Bazooka 8040 antenna. And the band does seem like it is changing some, but we're still copying. So I'll let you get on around. K5LYN, KE5Q.
Okay, Jim, and there's no way that station could sound any better. It is Collins quality, absolutely. Okay, I said I was going to call Mike, but I forgot I was going to call Scott. W5TS. Hey, Scott, how about it? You still hanging out over there at K5LYN?
I am, Lynn. W5TS and BK. I'm on a Kenwood 65 with an MC60 mic I've been having a little trouble with. I'm wondering if the mic's cutting out out on me, and I'm into a 35-meter dipole, plain and simple. So, Lynn, back to you. That's what I've got, 35 here.
All right, Scott, good to hear you. Are you working any on that job, or are you totally off work right now?
I'll know tomorrow what my future is. They're having a big meeting.
Okay, all right. Well, it's good to hear you on the radio. Okay, let me talk to my friend Mike down in New Braunfels. And, Rick, I guess I'm going to pass you off to one of the other net controls. KL7CD, how about it? K5LY.
Yeah, great signal, Lynn. Yeah, great. I wanted to say real quick to WK5R, Rusty down there, I got those two boards for the HP23. I haven't done anything with them yet, but they came in about a week or 10 days ago, and they're stacked up on top of each other, so I'll get to them eventually. Thanks very much for that. It was 90 degrees for a high here today, and I heard about, all the predictions for thunderstorms and all that, and it didn't materialize here either until about 30 minutes ago. And we had a downpour that must have lasted 15 to 30 seconds. I mean, it didn't even get the pavement wet. It evaporated as soon as it hit. That's what's going on down here. A little bit of advice for people that have to do things with batteries, big batteries. I'm talking car batteries like that. I went out, I guess it was night before last, in the garage, and I was thinking about going fishing, so I thought I'd check my batteries in the boat. One is for the start of the motor, and the other one's for a trolling motor. And I took my a meter out there, and I checked one of them, and it was 12.17, I think, volts. Good shape. I checked the other one, and it was 0. And what's funny about that is last June I took my boat in thinking I had a trolling motor problem, and they said, no, you got a battery problem. And they replaced that battery, a big old Interstate deep cycle, big green thing. It's heavy as hell. And I went out there and checked that one, and it was 0. And I get to looking, and there was something about the size of about a silver dollar right on the top of the case. It just popped up. And so I figured, well, that battery's given up the ghost. And it had, I guess, 6 cells. And it had a cap on 3 of them and a cap on the other 3. and one of those 3 cappers was gone. And I looked everywhere. I could not find it. But I thought, well, I got to take this battery back to them. I called them. I said, I got this battery in June. It's already kaput. He said, just bring it in, and we'll replace it. 1-year warranty, no questions asked. So I pulled it out, and this is the hint part. I pulled it out. And if you're going to screw with a battery that's got a hole in it, you need to wear old clothes. So I took that battery out, and of course there was acid all down in the battery holder. I cleaned that up, and grabbed the battery and pulled it out of the boat. Went to load it in my pickup, and it's really hard to lift a battery up with 2 arms when you're 72 years old and get it in the back of a pickup. But I finally did it. Put a rag under it so it wouldn't mess up the liner on my pickup. I drove it down there, and sure enough, they took that one, gave me a brand new one, brought it home. I've got it sitting in the garage ready to go in the boat. I'm sitting here tonight listening to the radio a little bit. I look down, there's a white spot on this designer jeans I'm wearing. And so I took my finger and wet it a little bit with saliva, and I rubbed on that white spot. And sure enough, about 5 seconds later, I had a hole in my pants. So you got to be careful with that acid. That's about it from here. I sent my, at the last Belton, I gave one of my 100Vs to Nick. He's been working on that, and I think he's finally got it finished, and everything's up to snuff. And I told him, bring it to Belton in the fall, and I'll swap that one out for another one I got, and you can fix that one. I think a 100V is a little beyond my technical skills. Anyway, I'm running the Hallicrafters Twins here tonight. Been working on a couple of 20As. I'm still fighting that. I'm running the SX117 receiver, HT44 transmitter, matching speaker and power supply, D104 microphone, and coax out to a dipole up about 25 feet. That's it from here, KL7 Charlie Delta. I'll be on the side and listening.
Well, what I'd say, Mike, is all the work you did on those radios made that Hallicrafter sound superb. It really does. It's really come a long way. It's beautiful audio and talking up a storm. And I'm sorry to hear about the battery fiasco. The other thing about lead-acid batteries, and this happened to me one time, those things can explode. And it's a good idea to wear goggles around the things. That actually happened to me one time. Thank goodness the hood was closed, but they can be dangerous. Good to hear you, Mike. Anything else for the net tonight?
That's it, Lynn. Thanks for picking me up and letting me in.
Okay, I promised I wasn't going to talk anymore. How about it, Jay, KM5QS? Tell us about it, K5LYN.
All righty. Yeah, we got a few left on the list here, so we'll see what we can do, and maybe we might even leave one or two for Rusty there. You never know. This is Jay, Kilo Mike 5, Quebec Sierra. I'm on a set of Kenwood Twins tonight, the 599 Delta rigs, and Electric Voice 664A microphone, homebrew antenna, 160-meter dipole, balanced tuner, and all that stuff. So let me see who we got here. Let me go ahead and get oh shucks. Oh yeah, couldn't see through the microphone. WD5 ADC. Rick, how about you?
Yeah, good evening, Jay. This is Rick, Whiskey Delta 5 Alpha Delta Charlie in Harlingen. And tonight I am on the GSB 100 transmitter, a D104 microphone, a Drake 2B receiver, and a 3001 amp that's pushing just about 500 watts.
Well, that's just every one of them is getting up here. It sounds great, as usual. We must have a good, must be the right distance apart, something like that. Come to think of it, it's right at 100 miles, somewhere in that there. So I don't know. Maybe you just have a real good system. It always sounds good.
Yeah, you're 20 over all the time. Very, very rarely can I not hear you. The band's got to go really long.
Well, it put up as much wire as you can get in the air and get it as high as you can and hope for the best.
Yeah, I've got what I can up now, and I'm planning on more.
There you go. All right, Rick. Like I say, sounded great. Yeah, if Gerald is listening tonight, he too can sound like this. As soon as they let him drive, well, I mean, you know, get over our quarantine thing. Anyhow, if you're out there tonight, Gerald, good evening to you. I know you can't wait. I'm sorry, I'm making it worse. All right, thank you, Scott. Let me see if I can find WA5FL. Scott.
Yeah, well, it looks like the net's loaded with Scott this evening. Thanks for picking me up, Jay. Name here is Scott. Call is Whiskey Alpha 5 Sierra Lima. I'm on a hot water 12. Dan asked a while ago about how much power he's putting out. I think he made comment too. I checked it on the dummy load with a PEP there a while ago, and she's doing about 150 watts. It can do a little more, but we'll just let it run it like this. So anyway, we're using a Shure 444D microphone on it and feeding that into a 8040 dual band double bazooka at about 42 feet. So that's the story here tonight. Hope it sounds okay, and sure appreciate you picking me up. KM5QS with the net, WA5SL, back to you.
Okay, Scott. Yeah, it sounds fine. No problems at all on this end. Hear you fine, and sounds good. Thank you, sir. All right. KD5CYB. Are you in there?
Well, it's KA5CYP.
Okay, that'll work.
Kilo Alpha 5, Charlie Yankee Papa. The name is Larry. Located in Hockley, Texas. Running the Drakes C4XC and R4C. Using a Kenwood MC60 microphone. And two antenna about 22 feet up, dipole, resonant dipole. Running about 140 watts right now.
Just hooked up this MC60 tonight. Hope it helped the audio quality a little, but probably not. Probably due to the just the Drakes themselves. But everything else is going good. Thanks for picking me up.
Sure thing, no problem. It does sound pretty good. Well, those Kenwood mics, you know, what can I say? Not that I'm a fan of Kenwoods or anything. I've got about 1,200 pounds of them sitting here in front of me. Anyway, thanks for checking in. W5MIX, are you going to talk this evening, or are you just going to record? Okay, that's fine. We sure do appreciate Matt and what he does every week on the recordings here. It allows us to go back later when nobody's listening and see what we need to adjust sometimes. Anyway, Rusty, I believe it's your turn. WK5R, KM5QS.
Yep, I see the microphone. Hello. There you go. Good evening, Jay, and everybody else on the net. We are actually running the 87-pound monster tonight, the HT-37 by Helicopter, and receiving on the ICOM 706 Mark II jet. We're driving the homebrew GS35B amplifier, right about 800 watts, into the Van Dyke mode. Anyway, that's what we got going on here. So we'll stop there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited coming out.
AG5 X-Ray Papa.
Whiskey Alpha 5 Delta Sierra.
Okay, there was a Whiskey Alpha 5 Delta something. I didn't get all that. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a Whiskey Alpha 5 Delta Sierra. Did you turn to me?
Yes, I did. Delta Sierra. Go ahead.
Okay, very good. My name is Bill. We're in Kerrville. I'm running a KWM2 into a 30L1 and a double bazooka at about 40 feet. I'm using a Shure 4.4 mic. Everybody's coming in real good today, and lots of nice quality boat anchor found. WA5DSS back to net.
Roger. Well, Collins is working there. It's a little hard to get you between the static crashes, but I got you there. And there was another station here. Could you come again with your call sign?
Alpha Golf 5 X-Ray Papa.
That was Alpha Golf 5 X-Ray Papa. Is that correct? Go ahead.
That is correct. Mr. Kenneth in Brownwood.
Okay, go ahead down in Brownwood. Tell us what you got.
I got me a Kenwood TS530S going through a Hitchett 2040 tuner, going at a 5 RV antenna, ladder line feeding it.
Roger. Well, the Kenwood sounds good there.
And I got a D104 microphone on it.
This 706 Mark II don't have, got a decent receive, but not as good as my other Kenwood over there. But anyway, appreciate you checking in there from Brownwood. Okay, who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Alpha Foxtrot 5 Yankee Tango.
Alpha Foxtrot 5 Yankee Tango, I believe it is. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for letting me jump in. I'm talking on a SR400A from Helicopters, one I just got through doing some repair work on. It's running bareback, barefoot into a homegrown 80-meter OCF dipole hanging from the trees at about 22 feet, and I'm also running an old Electro Voice microphone. Would be interested in hearing how this sounds. Over.
Sounds good. Talking helicopters to helicopters. I'm running a Helicopters HT-37. That's what I'm doing my NCS shift on tonight. Although I'm listening on the little 706
611 is on the shelf right now. But that helicopter sounds good there. Go ahead.
Well, this thing was a real bad at doing the repair work on it. It's still got a problem I can't identify it. But there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with the radio. It's peaking, it looks like about 200 watts PEP. And on 80 meters, it won't quite get that high on the other channels, on the other band. But the big bus on this is drawing about 180 milliamps, and I'm told it shouldn't be drawing more than about 95. And I can't for the life of me find what's wrong with it. So if anybody's got any ideas, I surely would appreciate the help. AF5YT, back to net control.
Okay. Only suggestion I would make, it's got to be in the bias control, and I would say that the bias voltage is a little bit too low. That would make it draw more than it's supposed to and go further into conduction than it should. That's the only thing I can think of. Over.
I appreciate that. Bias is just right on finals and minus 125. It's all dead on. Everything on this radio seems to be working right. That's why I can't find the source to take the current off. The funny thing is the power supply doesn't seem to mind. I've had to upsize the resistance in it to about twice the wattage that it came with, so that tells me that it wasn't expecting 200 milliamps worth of draw, but golly, everything is working on this radio. Over.
Roger, roger. Well, the only thing I can think of, there we go. A little bit off frequency, that'll be better. The only thing I can think of would be some of the resistors in the metering circuit. The only other thing there. Well, good luck on getting it figured out there. As far as transmitting, I think you got it. Go ahead.
Well, you're fading out on me. I guess we're losing the band some, and I certainly appreciate the help coming back and also just the feedback on this. That is a good question. I've had a hard time tuning to you guys. I know with boat anchors it's kind of hard to get them as precise as we can with these modern radios. Am I on frequency? Over.
Hey, you're right on the frequency I'm listening to. Okay, I'm going to see if there's anybody else out there, and then I'll move it on to the next net control. I appreciate you checking in there on the helicopters. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
I'm not sure whether I just heard noise or that was somebody in there. Anybody else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited before I turn to the next net control? Come now.
KC5WLF.
Okay, it was the KC5, and it sounded like MDL, but I'm not sure what that was.
Okay, this is Jimmy. Kilo Charlie 5, Whiskey Lima Foxtrot, and I'm in Austin. And I'm not talking on an old radio, but I just got it today. It's a TS2000X. Anyway, I was just going to see if it could be heard.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Not a real good night for all of the thunderstorm noise there, but it is working. The audio sounds good from what I can tell.
Okay, I appreciate it, and I'm enjoying listening to all the old-timer radios here. It's just amazing how much audio they got. So I can say I checked in at least. Good evening, everybody.
Okay.
KC5WLF.
I guess I'm going to turn it over to Guy.
See you later.
Next one in line there. And I think I'm going to take a little break and jump over to the 2-meter net, and we'll try to come back. If I'm not here, we'll just jump past you there, Jay. Down there. So, 55 CMK, WK5R. Take her away, Guy.
All right, Rusty, I'll give it a whirl here. I may have moved a little bit in frequency, but I hope it's still tolerable. Anybody wanting to check in with the Boat Anchors Unlimited, come now with your call sign suffix, please.
K0SED.
All right, I got you, Steve. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Guy, and all the boat anchors. K0SED, Tyler, Texas. Hearing a lot of static, but also got good audio.
Tonight around the Kenwood 520, Collins 3001. Dipole up 40-odd feet, and that's about it over here. Back to you, guy. K0SCD.
Well, you always sound good, Steve, no doubt. As close as we are, I can just about figure out anything you're not doing right, and I don't find anything.
Oh, I appreciate that.
All right, anybody else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited, come now with your call sign suffix, please.
Uniform Oscar Zulu.
UOZ, go ahead, young man.
All right, guy. Boy, the band's terrible. Those statics are really rough. Guy, this is Perry, KBWOZ, up in Greenfield, Missouri. We're on the East Kit this evening, the SB10102, and we're driving the little East Kit SB230 with the Tetro tube in it here this evening. We're having a tough go, man. It's lightning is about to take things over, and the static gets up here in Missouri and over to the east of me quite a ways. We're kind of over the west part of the state, so we're not so bad, but boy, that old static's eating us up. Good evening all the way around to everybody here on the net, and hopefully better conditions next week, and everybody stay safe. Guy and all the net controls, you guys have a good night. Thanks for being here. KBWOZ.
All right, good deal, Perry. Yeah, the strikes are getting kind of nasty down here, too, but they're far enough away from us to where they're not giving us any direct issues as far as needing to unplug, but sounding good as you always do. Good deal, Perry. Anybody else for the Boat Anchors? Come now.
Kilo 5, Lima Tango.
I got a Lima Tango. Go ahead.
Good evening, guys. Name on this end is Lyle, Lima Yankee Lima Echo. Located just outside of Barney, Texas, north of San Antonio. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, fans a little rough tonight, so lots of noise and static cracks. Let's keep it short. Running the Heath Kit, SB101 tonight, into the Heath Kit, SB221 amplifier. Out through a bunch of wire right into the cedar trees in the hill country here, so had a pretty good day today. We got a couple of feeders and getting ready. Maybe a fair rain just to do the rain. Stay dry. Back to you. K5LT.
All right, Lyle, good deal. Yeah, sounding good over here in East Texas. We actually are praising the lack of rain over here for a while. I got stuff down in the back of my yard. I can't get down there to mow. All I can see is the dog's tails running around out there. All right, good deal. Anybody else for the Boat Anchors? Come now.
Charlie, we're David X-Ray.
Yeah, that was a couple. Try it. Listen up one at a time. Let me see if I can get you.
WA5 Edward, David X-Ray.
All right, Byron, I got you. Go ahead.
Yeah, there, Guy, and everybody on the net. Tonight we're running FT101EX. Barefoot. It's probably not putting out, but 50 or 60 watts. Need some new tubes in this puppy. Let's see, up into an inverted V, about 35 feet. Everybody's sounding good, and I just hope half the people can hear me. We spent the day mowing over here in Bluffdale, and with all the rain, I really needed to do it. I mowed till I bent the blades on one mower and broke a belt on another one. So I'm dead in the water now, but I got her done. Good night to everybody, and hope everybody's staying safe and out of Walmart. Thank you, guys. W5CMK, W5EDX.
All right, Byron. Yeah, there's some of us that just can't stay out of the Walmart stores because here I'm trying to tweak my CFO a little bit. But, yeah, some of us still got to work. We're considered necessary folks.
Well, I'm sure you are necessary.
But it depends on what day of the week it is, according to my wife, whether it's payday or what. They're over.
Oh, yeah. Well, take it easy. Wear your mask and all that stuff. The mask will help your look.
And I got them. All right. Hey, Lynn, you want to give it a whirl? K5LYN, W5CMK, and the Boat Anchors.
Well, let's see how I'm doing, Guy. I've been looking for 3870. You seen it lately?
Well, I don't know. I've been trying to look for it myself, but I think I might be kind of close, but I ain't real sure.
I think y'all were in the ballpark.
This has been a real circus tonight, but it was fun nevertheless. All right. This is K5LYN. My name's Lynn. I'm in Austin. I've been trying to get this transmitter right on 3870, and my frustration is I always end up a little bit low. So if I didn't score again tonight, please excuse me. All right. Who else for the boat anchors? K5LYN calling and listening.
Kilo Charlie 5 Lima.
Okay, KC5L. What do you say, Tom?
Tom, KC5L in San Antonio. And tonight we're talking on the Cisco Electronics 200B and E104 microphone. We're listening on an R390A. And that's all going to balance line tuner, homebrew open wire line, homebrew double it up about 15 feet. So that's about all I have this evening. So back to you, Lynn, KC5L.
Okay, Tom. Yeah, we can tell it's getting noisier because usually you quiet the band when you come on. That's not the case tonight. I guess pretty noisy down there where you are also, over?
It's pretty quiet down here. Not too bad, but I'm only running barefoot, so that would explain the signal there, over.
Okay, well, great signal into Austin. That station always does a beautiful job. Anything else for the net tonight?
Nope, that's all I have. Just want to say good evening to everyone on the net.
All right, great to hear you. Okay, who else for the boat anchors? K5LYN calling and listening.
K5JNZ, just passing by.
Okay, K5, I didn't get it quite right through all this noise. JAV or something like that? Talk to me.
Kilo 5, Juliet, November, Zulu. K5JNZ, name's Glenn. I'm the oldest thing on here, I think.
Hey, Glenn, I'm hearing you great now. Talk to us.
Oh, just sitting here hearing Guy and everybody. Glad to hear everybody up and going. Nothing to add tonight. Just wanted to check in.
Okay, all right. Have we talked to you before? If we have, I have forgotten.
Oh, maybe last year or so. I'm not sure.
All right. Well, whatever the case, you got a nice signal into Austin. In fact, I wanted to tell Perry, KB0UOZ, he had a great signal too. But, Glenn, where are you located?
Oh, I'm about 30 miles north of Tyler, maybe 30 miles northwest of Guy.
Okay, up there in far northeast Texas, nice part of the state. Okay, Glenn, we're glad you came by, and we'll visit with you again. Come by. You're always welcome here, over.
Appreciate it. Take care, everybody. Take care of yourself. Stay low.
Move a little bit, Lynn.
Who was that?
Comment, please.
Yeah, comment. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's W5CMK. Hey, Glenn, hang around after the net. I want to visit with you a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Roger that. Back to you, Lynn.
Okay, all right. Who else for the boat anchors? K5LYN, listening?
Moved off a little bit, Lynn.
Say again?
You have moved off a little bit.
Well, let's let somebody else talk, because, yeah, I've been having trouble with this thing moving around. Guy, let me know. Let's see. Jay, KM5QS, why don't you talk to him? K5LYN.
Okay, I'll give it a shot. I'm not sure if I'm where I'm supposed to be either. I thought it was running pretty stable, but oh well. All right, folks. And Glenn, it's really good to hear you in there again. Hadn't heard you for a long time. I'm glad to hear you back on the air, or at least here anyway. KM5QS with the Boat Anchors Unlimited this evening. Who have we not talked to yet? Come now, please. Okay. Anyone that we've missed for the Boat Anchors Net, come now. Well, if this is it, it's been fun. We've had about 28 check-ins tonight, which is pretty good. And appreciate everybody that checked in. We all have fun doing this. Rusty, I'm going to, if you're ready to go, I'm going to turn it to you, and you can give it back to Guy and go from there, I guess. I guess Rusty's busy. Guy, why don't you go ahead and take it? I've run out of steam.
Here I am. I forgot to key the other mic. What's that coming from? All right, let's try that. That'll be better. Anyway, I'm still here. I haven't heard anything on that other net I was going to, so still hanging around here. Anybody left out there wants to check in the Bodackers Unlimited, come now.
Well, I'm going to throw my 2 cents in again. I hope I'm not keen on somebody else. The band is terrible. Good to hear you guys. I'm copying Nick Control pretty good, but I'm sure not hearing much out of the other guys checking in. Everybody have a good night. KB0, you always that.
Okay, Perry. Appreciate it. I heard another station out there. Try it again.
Well, this is W5DPP. Maybe we're on frequency there, Rusty.
Sounds like you are. Go ahead.
No, I ain't got anything to add. I was just checking in for a frequency reference.
Roger. All right. Last call for anybody else that wants to check in the Bodackers net. Come now.
LYN recheck.
Go ahead, lad.
Hey, Sammy, take a look at mine. I've been kind of chasing this thing around tonight. Where am I?
Yeah, you're good there. You've always been pretty good there. Other guys have kind of been here and there, but you're right on there, pretty dang good.
Well, it's a mixed bag, you know. My indicators here show me to be on, yet when I hear Matt's recording, I'm always a little bit low, so I can't figure this out. But that's part of the fun of it. Thank you for coming by, Sammy. Appreciate it.
Okay, so you.
Hey, Perry, I hear you.
Romeo, X-ray.
Yeah, you're right here, man.
Hey, well, I just checked in for the count. But anyhow, so how's this? I'm on the Kenwood Twins. How close? What do you think?
That must be Jack, K5LRX.
Guilty of those charges. Where is this? Too high or too low? Go ahead.
I'm not sure. Rusty, are you still control?
Well, Sammy ought to be the standard. He's on his flick.
He's low in tone, so he's going to be a little bit high. So you need to come down a little bit, Jack. All right. How's that one? Go ahead. Hey, come down a little bit more, Jack. How's that? Say again? K5LRX. Hello, radio. Sounds like you're still up the band. Yeah. Well, the hell with it. You know, I just turned this thing on, so it's going to wander around for a while. I just checked in. Excuse me. I just checked in for the count, so check me in and check me out. K5LRX.
Well, you are loud.
Oh, well, hey, we love that. So I guess doesn't matter. As long as you're loud, you know, you can be on another frequency. What the heck? You know, as long as you're loud, work all frequencies. Yeah, you get to work to all frequencies of work. All right, guys. Thank you. K5LRX73. All right, one last call. Anybody else want to check in the Bodackers Unlimited? Come now. I don't hear anybody. Oh, you got it. I guess you can tie a ribbon on it or whatever. W5CMK, WK5R.
WK5R, this is W5CMK, the Bodackers. Yeah, I'm going to throw it out one more time, then we're going to shut this little fella down. Anybody else want to talk to me for the Bodackers Unlimited? Come now, please. Hearing nobody, we're going to say 73 to everybody. I appreciate all the folks that join us here on Wednesday night. We couldn't do it without y'all. We have a lot of fun doing it, chasing these frequencies around from time to time. Sometimes it stays pretty much where it's supposed to. Sometimes it doesn't. And tonight was one of those it doesn't nights. So anyway, join us here next Wednesday night, give or take 7:30. Excuse me. I got choked on my own words there, but Join us next Wednesday night, give or take 7:30, depending on the band conditions, and we'll try to do this all again. So enjoyed it. Catch y'all later. This is W5CMK and the Boat Anchors, turning this frequency back to normal amateur use.